Strategic targeting. When it comes to Ingram Micro, do you know who you should be targeting and why? Our topic today will discuss who to target and what strategic steps you should follow. Walking us through these steps is Lise Getz, who is one of our experienced marketing managers at Ingram Micro. Lise, what are your recommendations on the groups that a vendor should want to target with Ingram Micro?
Hi, Chelsea. Well, there are two groups that you'll want to target with your marketing activities. The first group is our Ingram our sales rep teams, and the second group are our solution providers, also known as our reseller partners. The reason why you want to target our sales reps is they will be the ones selling your product. They own the Ingram sales relationship with the reseller partner, and they need to know how to sell your product. The solution providers, also known as reseller partners, they're going to be the ones buying your product. They work with end users who will be using your product, so they need to know why they should be buying your product and really how your product stands out amongst your competitors.
Is there a specific order in which we should target these groups?
That's a great question. I usually recommend that our vendors target our sales associates first. The reason for that is if you focus a lot of attention on targeting our reseller partners and they have questions, the first person they're going to reach out to will be their sales rep. So if the sales rep doesn't know about the product or doesn't know how to answer the question or even who they should be reaching out to from the vendor side, your activity is going to fall flat. So I definitely recommend starting with the sales rep.
Okay, great. So after we figured out who we're going to target and in what order, what should the next steps be?
Well, the next step should be trying to figure out how your products fit into overall solutions and the technologies that you want to focus on. So I give an example up at the top. If your company manufactures something like a camera and your camera is used in a huddle space solution, you probably want to focus on our sales reps and our resellers within the unified communication and collaboration group. If your camera is typically used in a security setting, you probably want to focus on our physical security sales group and reseller group. It's really important to think about the solution because that's how you're going to be choosing the teams and the customers that you want to focus on. And I have some of the technologies listed below. There are a lot of instances where there are crossovers. So maybe your product is a display and it fits into several of different categories. That's good too. But it's just kind of an idea to think about, the primary place that you're going to find the most resellers purchasing your product. Some of the sales-facing activities that I recommend are these four, and I'll just start with the targeted training. Targeted trainings give you the opportunity to specifically select sales groups that you want to focus on for your training. You'll have the opportunity to do 2 30-minute trainings. We usually ask that you keep them pretty high level, but it's a chance to give all of the information about your product, who they want to reach out to, maybe some of the complementary vendors that are part of the solution, and anything else that you think would really help your product stand out. The other activity that I like is a sales cart. A sales cart is actually a cart that we give you and you get to push it around the sales floor. You have access to about 300 sales associates in our Buffalo office. You can do things like a catered sales cart if you'd like, which means you could have things like cookies or snacks. You can also provide flyers, handouts if you want to have a demo product. Some of those are really effective too. We also have an activity called a floor day, and floor days are really exciting in Buffalo. It's a bigger activity and a bigger event. You'll have access to our Dollar Days room where you can have, again, you can have catering, bring in some demo product. You also have the opportunity to do some smaller huddles with our teams, and there's typically a lot of hype going around whenever there's a floor day, so they're really fun. The other thing that we have around sales facing would be our events. We'll have different events throughout the year, including team building events, sales events, industry events. Those are really great activities to participate in because you'll be able to reach out to our field reps. Sometimes it's hard to get in front of them unless you're at some of these events. Our solution provider activities, these are all around awareness. The big thing initially is just to make sure that our reseller partners know that you're on our line card and really how to get in touch with your company in case we have any questions. So some of the things I recommend are NQ ads, which are basically on hold, recorded messages. They're usually about 20 seconds in length, and it's a great opportunity to get in front of our resellers while they're on the phone. We also have web ads, which is located on our e-commerce site. You can do anything from a premium search ad, a category ad, maybe you want to do a banner ad. We have anything from 1 week to 1 month in length and lots of different opportunities. We also have an outcall team. You can engage with them. You can create a script, and our outcall team will reach out to the resellers you want to get in front of, ask a series of questions, and then provide the feedback based on their answers. We also have emails, of course, so things like single vendor emails, or maybe you want to do a drip campaign, but that's another opportunity to target a specific group of resellers and send out a message. And then the other thing we have are lots of events throughout the year. So a lot of opportunities to get in front of the solution providers that will be purchasing your products.
Wonderful. So, what are your recommendations if a vendor wants to create several activities to target a specific group of resellers?
Yeah, I would definitely take a look at our campaigns. Our campaigns have been built around specific categories. So you can see we have campaigns around Pro AV, security, UCC, SMB, DCPOS, and we definitely have a couple more as well. The nice thing about the campaign is a program manager actually targets the resellers that have a high propensity to purchase products within that category, and then they build out different marketing tactics within the campaign. So you'll typically have things like newsletters, events, sales trainings, social ads, there's team building. So there will be a variety of touches throughout the year for both our sales teams and also our reseller partners. So there's a lot of opportunity within the campaigns.
Thank you so much for your time today. This was great information.
Thank you, Chelsea. Have a great day.